This time on LMLive Sport, we bring you all the action from the Mount Roskill Exchange, that dramatic finish there at Mahurangi College last week. The Mahurangi Premiers, we've got a bit of coverage of them as they win their first game of the season. And we hit the green at the Omaha Golf Course for the Asahi Open. All the action and video from that coming up next on LMLive Sport. Welcome to LMLive Sport. The Mount Roskill Exchange happened last week on Wednesday. The Mount Roskill College came down to Mahurangi College to play them across 7 different sports. They started off with girls football, a fixture that Mahurangi lost 4-0 last year. They managed to pull a couple of goals back this year, but still lost 3-2 in the end. Girls hockey with the 5-2 win out there at the Warkworth Showgrounds turf, followed by boys football, who were left scoreless 6-0 against Mount Roskill, a game that they just lost 2-0 last year. Girls netball won 31-26 for Mahurangi College. Boys basketball were crushed 79-18 in a fixture that they've often struggled with in the past, according to sports coordinator Sandra Hawken. Boys hockey managed to win 6-2 for Mahurangi College. They're also out at the Showgrounds turf. And then it all came down to the boys rugby, the deciding fixture. It was 3 each in the tie for the trophy. They had a shot at goal option, but they chose the quick tap right at the end of the piece, losing 26-23 in the end. So wrapping up that, Mount Roskill do take the win, unfortunately for Mahurangi, 4-3 in the end across 7 sports in that one. To rugby, the Mahurangi Premiers have finally gained their first win of the season. They played Marist on the weekend, winning 29-19, so they move off the bottom of the table now. To the under-21s, they were absolutely thrashed in the end, 78 points to 5 against Massey, and they are still looking for their first win this season. The under-85s are now 3 from 6, unfortunately, after losing 19-15 to Takapuna on the weekend. That was a close game. And to the Bailey's Southern Northern Districts competition, Waipu crushed Welsford in the end. That was 46 points to 7 at Caledonian Park. Waipu are now 3rd in that league. To football, the Warkworth men's first team unfortunately couldn't clinch the game against the South Auckland Rangers in that mid-table clash. They went out there, led a couple of early goals, and they were down 2-0. They managed to pull one back to bring it back to 2-1, but eventually, after pressing right towards the end of the fixture, conceded a couple of goals for a final score of 4-1. Also, a couple of yellow cards in that fixture to Charlie and Matt Taylor. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the result there. But they'll look to their next round of the Chatham Cup next, as well as their next fixture. They're now back at Shoesmith Domain also. However, the Warkworth Reserves had a far happier outing, also playing at Shoesmith Domain against the South Auckland Reserves. They won 6-1 in the end. Meanwhile, the senior women's team lost 5-3 to Takapuna in the end. That was a 2-2 score at half-time, so just let that one slip towards the end of the fixture. To the Rugby League, the Rodney Rams are still looking for their first win after falling at home to the Te Atatu Roosters. And lastly in this report, we hit the green for the Asahi Open that was out at Omaha Golf Club on a Saturday. Beautiful conditions. Many people showed up for that one and really enjoyed having a good putt around that 18-hole course out there. That's all for this report. Hope you enjoyed the weekend roundup. If you do have any scores that you would like to get into me after each weekend to put on this news segment, just make sure you email me. That's sport@localmatters.co.nz. That's all from me and the team here at LMLive Sport. Until next time, goodbye.